What's up, duelist? No, I'm just playing. That's Keegan from the Edison format. Shout out to Keegan. Shout out to Edison. I am Master Reactor, so I say, what's up, everybody? Master Reactor here. And today, we have, to nobody's surprise, a GOAT Format Replay. I have won 7 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Them 2 didn't really count because it's not rating. So I've won 7 rating games in a row, and we're playing against Poopstar. Alright, that's his name, Poopstar. So he wins the rock, paper, scissors. Never a good sign. So he gets to go first. He's got... Oh, no, I get to go first. I won the rock, paper, scissors. Okay, I didn't know that, or he let me go first. I don't know what the fuck happened there. But anyways, I got Torrential, Snatch, Spy, Upstart, Solemn, Thunder Dragon. I decided to throw the Thunder Dragon out to go get myself 2 more. Jumping right into the review here, y'all. Hope everyone's doing great on this Friday morning that I'm posting this. Just hit Friday. And I Upstart Goblin into Dekochi. How do you say his name? The Battle Chanted Locomotive. I set Spy, set Torrential, and set Solemn Judgment. He MSTs the Torrential, he pot agreeds, and I chain Solemn Judgment on that shit. I do not let him draw the 2 to get plus on me. I play a little crazy, yes, but sometimes you just gotta solemn some shit. So I solemned it. He sets Sengin and sets Book of Moon. Playing Book of Moon in Warriors is kind of sussy, not gonna lie. But anyways, I flip up the Spy, and I get a Spy. And I crash right into his Sengin. If he would have set the Donzalug, it would have been bad. I would have had a bad time there. But he did not set the Donzalug. So I set Magician of Faith, and just say go. He draws Chaos Sorcerer for turn. He decides to run the Donzalug out now and get the plus. So he would have got double plus on me if he would have set Donzalug there, because I would have crashed into it. And then on my turn, he would have crashed again. He would have got 2 cards. Instead, he only got 1. Which is the Thunder Dragon, so that's pretty funny. Anyways, I draw into Breaker. I Snatch Steal the Dawn, which is instantly met with the Book of Moon. And I think about it here. And decide to set Deco and just say go. He draws into Ring of Destruction. I know he has Exiled Force. He runs out the Ninja. And decides to crash the Spy. And then poke into the Faith, which is a Snatch Steal. I draw MST. I get Snatch Steal, I'm sorry. He pokes into the Faith, and I get Snatch Steal. I flip Deco and draw. I drew MST for turn, then I draw Book of Moon. I decide to fire the MST right away. He chains Ring of Destruction, and I chain Book of Moon on that. I run the Breaker out. I Snatch Steal the Donzalug. Accidentally targeted Ninja, but it was an accident, so he let me take it back. And I poke him, and of course I picked the wrong one here, which is Exiled Force, so he has Chaos Sorcerer and Saku. He decides to set the Saku, gain himself 1,000, bringing him to 8,500 here. And he drops the Chaos Sorcerer himself here. And decides to poke over my Breaker at 3,400. I'll draw my own Chaos Sorcerer now. Decide to flip Deco that I Book of Moon, and I draw into Graceful Charity. Must be nice. Fire the Graceful. I draw Knock, Faith, and Heavy Storm. Decide to throw the Knock and the Thunder Dragon out. I Heavy Storm, just because I don't know what his face down is, so let's get it done. And I bring the Chaos Orc out and banish that shit and set a Faith and say good luck. He draws into Breaker the Magical Warrior and decides to crash the Deco and the Donzalug. I flip up the Faith. He's still got a shitload of life points here. I Graceful Charity into Pot, Chaos Sorcerer, and Blackluster Soldier. I decide to discard Chaos Sorcerer and discard Deco. Playing a little safe here. No reason to not do anything, do something crazy. So I hit him for 2,600. I Delinquent Duo the 1 card in his hand, which is Breaker, and decide to set 1 back row and say go. He draws into a Dead Knock. Okay, I could have probably killed him this turn, but I decide not to. I hit him for another 23. He draws into BLS now and doesn't have a Dark and Light. Sad. So now I know I have Solemn Judgment, so it's safe, and I bring the BLS out, and he scoops. So that's game 1. On to game 2. Now, game 2, is he going to go second again? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he won the rock, paper, scissors, but I don't know. So he goes first this time. He's got Knock, level 2, Exile Force, Knock, Breaker, and Call the Haunted. I have Deco, Tsukiyomi, Duo, Kaiku, and Sinister Serpent. He decides to set Knock, set Call, and run out the Breaker. I see if he has anything in standby. He says no. So I fire the Delinquent Duo. And I get his Exiled and his Knock. I decide to put the Breaker down and poke over it and just say go. He draws a Kaiku and decides to get aggressive and poke me. And I should have probably ran the Breaker out there and went for it, but instead I just went for the easy Tsukiyomi. Then he draws Pot of Greed into Rhoda and Donzalug. He slaps the Donzalug down. Pokes me for 14 and picks Sinister Serpent. Must be nice. I go get my Sinister back. I run the Breaker out. And, of course, I break the wrong one, which is a Nobleman. I should have definitely hit the other one. Probably would have been a different game here. I set Solemn Judgment and say go. He draws into Dust Tornado. Decides to set the Dust Tornado, run the Blade Knight out. I probably should have Solemn this right here, but I didn't. And he poked me for 400. A lot of poking going on here. And now I draw the Magician of Faith. I decide to run the Yomi out, put it face down, and swing about a swing and say go. He in-phase Dust Tornadoes my Solemn, which sucks, because now he has the Dark and Light for Chaos Orc. He hits me for 23, and then he called the Haunted for game. Alright, on to game 3. I like a challenge, it's no problem. Game 3, it can't always be an easy 2-0 sweep, so he got me that game. Probably misplayed a little bit, probably should have ran Breaker out that one turn and picked the other card. That's a misplay. It's just random, who knows what you're going to pick. So, I picked wrong though. So, game number 3. He's got Dust Tornado, Call, Ninja, Blade Knight, and Heavy. I have Mirror Force, Deco, Solemn, Snatch, Fate, and Berserk Gorilla. I decide to set Solemn, set Mirror Force, and set Deco, and say go. He draws into Solemn Judgment. He decides the Heavy. I decide to fire the Solemn Judgment right away. Just like, fuck it, get that shit out of here. He sets 3, and then runs the Blade Knight out. And I decide to Mirror Force the Blade Knight right away. And I see if he has a Trap Dust Shoot. He doesn't, so I flip up the Deco. He doesn't Solemn or nothing. And I fire the Graceful Charity, and there's the Solemn Judgment. So he Solemns the Graceful Charity. Put him at 4,000. We're both at 4K now. And I poke over 14. He takes it. Now he's at 24. I set Faith and say go. He's got 2 Ninja Grandmasters Sasuke's. 2 of them. That's a hard word to say sometimes. It's a long sentence there for me. No high school diploma. Just playing. I got a good enough diploma, GED. So he hits into the Deco. I draw into Thunder Dragon. Discard the Thunder Dragon right away. Okay. Go get me 2 Thunder Dragons. Decide to flip up my Magician of Faith here. He says okay, because all he has is a Call and a Dust Tornado, so he can't do anything against that. I Graceful Charity into Duo, Deco, and Kaiku. Decide to discard both of my Thunder Dragons. And I decide to Snatch Steel. I run the Berserk Gorilla out first. He says okay. I Snatch Steel the Ninja. He's got the Dust Tornado. And I just say fuck it. I'm just going to go for it right now. Let's bring the BLS out. If you got Mirror Force, you got Mirror Force, and you probably got the game. But he's only got a Call of the Haunted, so it is over. That's how you do it. Got him. Whoop, whoop. But hit the like, hit the sub. That was a good game. I've won 7 in a row. Crazy win streak here. Did lose like 4 or 5 today, I think. So every time I lose 30 plus points at least. And when I win, I get like 10 to 15 points. So it's pretty rough when you get up there so high. So we're going to see how high I really am. Oops. I freaking timed out there. Let's see what the rankings say here. Let's see. Exit this. Goat format. I am in 5th place with 1366. I'm still like 105 points away from being 4th. I was in 4th place at one time. I was almost at 1500, but as you could tell, it's going down. Then I got all the way down to like 1197 or something. So I've been racking it back up on these 7 wins. So that's pretty good. I have lost 755 times because of some bullshit. Because back in the day when I used to play on this, like a year or 2 ago, there was Go format, but when you disconnected, it didn't let you come back. And I disconnected all the time because my internet sucked. So half of those wins are disconnecting, and that is a fact for sure. My cat is crazy. What are you doing, Tat Tat? You're stuck. Tat Tat, tell YouTube hi. Meow. Who's a good Tat Tat? Meow. Meow. But all right, everyone, hit the like, hit the sub. Have a good day or night. Peace out. Bye.